Hello, everybody. It's Rich Champaign here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of PowerWash Simulator 2, where today we are going to be going achievement hunting. We're going to try and get some of the achievements that it seems like we may have overlooked as we've been playing the game. And I've got the list of achievements kind of over on my screen. I mean, you obviously can't see it because I've only got one screen here. So you can't see the list that I've got here. But the first one that they've got on the list here is one called Leading Light, saying own a light duty washer and all of its attachments at the same time. If we take a look at what we have available to us in the way of cash, I don't know if I have enough cash to do this, but we're going to take a look. So light duty. Actually, we can do this with this guy here with these. Well, this is actually going to be one as well because there's one here. Own the surface cleaner and all of its attachments at the same time. So this one should take care of this. So if I get this, there it is, flush surface. Own the surface cleaner and all of its attachments at the same time. So that one is done. Now, if we take a look at our light duty washers. There are a couple here. So the Urban X, which is the darker one of the two, we'll go ahead and we're going to spend the money to get all of these. So there's a turbo nozzle for this guy. There's an adaptable nozzle for this guy. There's a long extension and an extra long extension. So that will also get us another achievement there for getting a light duty washer and all of its attachments at the same time. So there's another couple down. Now there's another achievement in here called Taking Note, which says in the home base, examine an item on Harper's Pinboard. So if we just basically take a look at any of the articles in here or look at any of the pictures, or maybe we can't look at the pictures, maybe we've got to actually read an article. There we go. Taking note. In the home base, examine an item on Harper's Pinboard. So it says, in this case, who are the pacifists since their discovery deep within the Mauka Ayutu Desert? The serious civilization behind these curious artifacts has been the subject of a million memes. But behind all the jokes, okay, yeah. There's even more there. Not going to worry about it too much. Maybe that's going to be important stuff down the road. Got all kinds of pictures of the cats because it's important to have pictures of the cats. Very, very important, I would say. So there's a few things that we got. Now, another thing they've got here, apply a skin to our van. So if we take a look at our van down here, where is our van? Is it outside or is it in here? Oh, it's out there. Okay, so if we go out here to our wonderful van, let's go ahead and see what kind of a skin we can get for this guy. So I think that's going to be here and probably under van cosmetics. And this just costs us our power wash points here. So we can go green. Ooh, wow. We can go retro. I like that retro look. I might do that. Oh, but that's orange. You got to be true to your orange, Rusty. Got to be true to your orange. For sure. Got to do that. And then did that apply it? Oh, no, we got to actually apply it. So now let's go back in there and actually apply it. So back here, let's see, change van styling. And there. I mean, come on. It's got to be orange. I mean, you know me, guys. You know me. It's got to be orange. I mean, there's just no doubt there. It absolutely has to be. Now, another thing that they say, for a medium-duty washer, own a medium-duty washer and all of its attachments at the same time. Now, we do have a medium washer already. I've got $1,695. So if we go here to washer equipment, which one is the one that we're working on? It is the Prime Vista 2400. So yeah, the only thing we need to do that is we got to get the extra long extension for $500. And lo and behold, yet another achievement knocked out. So we now have a medium duty washer and all of its extensions. So there's another one done. And then the big one that we've got here, which is going to be a job that we've done before, so we will go back and do it again. It is the doggy bath job, which says in the dog car job, have soap on every wash task at the same time. So now I believe if we go back into here and we got to go back to the home base. So we got to go back inside to do this. And then run upstairs and go to the doggy bath job. So that was the dog car. So if we go back up here and do the dog car job again, they basically want us to get soap on every surface. That should not be hard. So we will go ahead and start this job up. I already have a free play job in progress. That's fine. I don't know what I had in progress. We're not going to worry about it. we are going to go ahead and do this. So we're going to go with our medium duty washer, which is this guy. I think that's the one that we're using. So let's check real quick. Am I on the, yeah, we're on the Prime Vista 2400. Gonna get this thing completely loaded up with soap. All the extra long nozzles there. So yeah, we're just gonna load this bad boy up with soap, this car, and see if that's going to get us the achievement. So yeah, we're just gonna load everything up with soap, just top to bottom, soap everywhere, and see if that is going to take care of that achievement. So we're just leaving no stone unturned with this. Even if I have to hop up on top of the cart, that's fine. And if we need to hop down low, that's fine too. But we're going to load this entire guy up, and then it's going to make it mighty darn easy to clean when we're done. Because again, this soap is like magic. It's what we have found at this point in time. So probably just need to hop up to the top. There it is, doggy bath. That is done. Now, it'll be interesting because there's another one here that says complete any job using only the adaptable nozzle. So I wonder if having put the what am I trying to say? So this is the adaptable nozzle. So now I wonder, having put the soap on first, will this still count if I do this? We're going to see. So we're going to try and do this now. We've only got the adaptable nozzle. We're going to stick with only the adaptable nozzle. It's an entire job, and we're going to see if this is going to work. Even though we had used all the soap first. So whether or not we are not allowed to use soap as part of that achievement. I don't know if it'll work. We shall see. And if not, then we'll just have to try it again on another quick cleaning job. But yeah, this thing is just, we're flying on this with all that soap that we use. Again, it's like a cheat code, this soap now. And we didn't we didn't use any of the soap up on the top. We didn't need to, which is fine, because it told us that we were good without it. The mirrors are always like the last thing that needs some soap most of the time. Yeah, look at how quick this is. We're already at 92%. Which every job was like this in this game. Oh yeah, under the ears. Got to always get under the ears. Very important to get under the ears. That ear's good. That ear's good. Hit the tail. And what else do we need? 94%. Probably need underside stuff, is my guess. So let's just keep on making our way around the bottom here. The exhaust, yeah, the plates, the bumper. Let's see. If we go here, the bumpers again. Yeah, this bumper here needs some love. Always got to get the low parts. Might be pointing... Oh, yeah, the tires. Tires for sure need a lot of love. So, again, just trying to do this again. We're doing this with only the adaptable nozzle. And we're going to see if this is going to work. I don't know if it will, given the fact that we had used the soap first. So I don't know if it'll count both of those. I'm hoping so. But if not, that's fine. And we can certainly try another time on another job. So 99%. They're pointing, let's see, we got the roof, which is on fire. Needs some little bit of love still in some places. Let's see where they're still seeing some issues with it. It's interesting because everything looks rather cool. Oh, there we go. We've got some spots right there along the windshield. All right, that's that. Well, the bumper, the indicator, and the wing mirror. It's always the wing mirror. Always, all the time, the wing mirror. Is it this one? Or is it... It must be the other one. And which indicator do they mean? Oh yeah, that wing mirror is horrible. Indicator must be in the back. Yeah, it's that. So, and then the bumper. Is it this bumper? It is this bumper. Job complete. Now, again, it did not give us the achievement because we did not only use the adaptable nozzle. So that does make sense that we did not get that one. But we did get the achievement for using all of the soap on all the different parts of the dog car. So that's kind of cool that it gave us that. We got 5 more power wash points for it, which is good. So we're going to try another quick job here. So we're going to go back to the home base and we're going to try another quickie job and see if we can do that using only the adaptable nozzle just to knock that achievement out. Because we don't want to do a massive job using that. So what was another quick one that we had? I mean, we can do the van again with it because the van was quick. Yeah, let's do the van again. So let's go back to the van. Go back to where it all started. Using only the adaptable nozzle to clean this boy off. So we don't get to use any soap, anything like that. So only the adaptable nozzle, which is right here. And let's do this. This, again, should not take too long because it's a medium-duty washer, so I think we should be pretty good with it. But we're going to just take care of this entire thing with this wonderful nozzle that we got. That I don't think was part of the old game. I don't think they had an adaptable nozzle in the previous game. Maybe they did. And I'm sure if they did, I'll get a number of comments saying, oh, Rusty, it's always been there. I just didn't know because I admittedly didn't play as much of the old game as I should have. But for some reason, I don't ever remember that in the old game. But it may have always been there, for all I know. So yeah, I've had a number of times where we played, and I've had people that have pointed out the achievements to me, and I figure, well, given the fact that there's been plenty of times where people have said there's an achievement for this, and there's an achievement for that, and there's an achievement for another thing, it only seemed like it was going to be a good idea to see if maybe we could go about actually getting all the achievements if we kind of put our mind to it, or at least a lot of them. So we're going to give it a shot. Are we going to be completely successful with this? I don't know. But we're going to at least try. And if nothing else, we're going to have a fun time doing it. So that's always what matters, is just having fun with whatever you do. Because that's what it's all about. You always want to make sure you're having fun. Because if you're not having fun, then you maybe shouldn't do what you're doing. Unless you just have no choice. But even then, you would hope that you'd be having fun. I know that sometimes it's just not possible. But to the extent that it can be possible, you always want that to be the case. All right, we're a quarter of the way through the job. I remember this one took like 15, 20 minutes when we first did this job. A lot of the work is going to be on the when we get into the cab there. So we'll do a lot of the cleaning once we get into that part. The exterior is probably close to 50%. And we got a whole bunch on the roof too, which is also on fire. So go ahead and continue this side off here. And this is the nice thing with this being the medium washer. I mean, and with this nozzle, we can certainly, you can make it, you can just use the mouse wheel to change the spray on it, which is kind of cool. So you can make it a little more narrow, or you can widen it just based on what you're working on. And we do have all of our extenders that we could use. I'm just being careful to not actually like press any buttons and mess up the job. Because knowing me, I'd accidentally like press on the nozzle thing and like switch nozzles and completely defeat the purpose of what we're trying to do here. So I'm not hitting any buttons that I don't need to hit. I'm just taking extreme care. Just do my thing Only move the mouse, not actually hit any keyboard buttons other than R to rotate the nozzle, and do nothing else that could jeopardize the potential for getting an achievement. So not hitting any of the number keys, because that will completely screw it up. All right, we're about halfway through the job now, as expected. When we get up to the roof, that'll be a good amount of it. And there is another achievement. I mean, at some point when we get in like the heavy duty washers, there's another one for getting a heavy duty washer and all the attachments that go with it. But that's like way down the road in the game for us. We're nowhere near that point. That would be a long-term goal to do something like that. All right, I do have to hop up here and shoot down to get all of that stuff. All right, and then let's go ahead, turn this off real quick. We're going to grab the ladder. I'm going to try and grab the ladder. And set that up there. Again, being careful to not change nozzles or anything. Just leave the nozzles completely alone. Don't worry about doing anything with putting on extenders or anything like that, because I'll hit the wrong button. So just continuing to go, nothing but adjustable. Which again is a completely viable option. You can really do this, I would say, on any job, other than a job where you want to like use a turbo nozzle or something like that. Or your floor cleaner, your surface cleaner. But I mean, on a lot of jobs, it's a good nozzle. It really is. Because it works, like I said, it works just like all the other nozzles. It has it's like the white, the green, the yellow, the red, just depending on what you set the spray width to. All right, there we go, 60%. So now in we go. I know that there's probably some stuff on the outside that I've missed, so I will have to come back to the outside and do more. But we're going for like all of the big stuff that we've got here. Trying to get as much of this as we can, because this is going to be a big part of what we still have left to do. And then we'll just have to hunt for all of the little pieces that we have not yet finished up. It is fun going back and doing some of the old jobs when you have better equipment, just because you can see what it's like. I mean, when you're able to do it with a better piece of machinery than you had when you first did the job, just because it seems like it makes the job so much easier the second time around. So that's to me, that's fun. Other people may not necessarily want to go back and revisit jobs all that much, but I mean, it's cool to just kind of return to your roots, so to speak, and just go back and see some of the things that you saw back in the past but haven't been to for quite a while. All right. And 77%. Yeah, this won't be too bad at all. Like I said, we'll have to go back and find all the nooks and crannies that we haven't hit. That won't be a problem. And it's nice that this thing is just all dirt. Nothing too hard about it. Nice, easy job. Should probably crouch a little bit so I can see a little bit better here. All right, that's good. We got these side guys here. All right, and then the floor. The floor is going to be a big part of it here. Of what we still have remaining. Let's swing around this way. And there are some other jobs that we will have to go back and do. Like I know the shooting gallery has something. And there are a number of jobs that where the achievement is like, clean this thing off first or clean this thing off last. And that was also something that I remember from like the original game. They had achievements that were like that in the original one as well, where you had to, like, in order to get the achievement, you had to clean a particular thing as the very first thing that you cleaned off, or as the very last thing that you cleaned off, which I guess like added to a degree of challenge, because it would not be easy to clean whatever it is that they want you to clean, either first or last. It would just be difficult to navigate that in a lot of cases. So those would be fun to try out as well. And the nice thing is that, I mean, none of this is really spoilers, because if you're playing this on Steam, and I'm guessing if you were playing it even on console, they probably have a list of all the achievements somewhere. Like, I'm just pulling all the achievements off of Steam, basically. They've just got an entire achievement list there, so I don't really look at any of this as being spoilers, because it's out there and widely available, if you just go and check it out. So that's basically what we're doing here at this point. All right, handle. I know there's a bunch of gunk under there on the roller door. Let's see what else we've got. We're 99%. So now we got some stuff down here, I'm sure. I like on the exhaust and whatnot. Yeah, that's something. Got some gunk there. I got some gunk on. Oh, yeah, all on the tires. Tires are all gunky. So let's get those. Again, being careful to not change nozzles. Oh, got a bunch under here. Always the undersides. And let's see. What do we still got left? Wheel arches? Oh, yeah, the wheel arches. Also very gunky. Lots of stuff always gets in those things. Tires good. The front bumper needs a little bit of love. Waiting to see what else is going to start. Oh, we got a bunch here. Okay. On this wheel well, or wheel arch. That's good. Any here? Let's see. Cabin door step, roll shutter handle, and wing mirror. It's always the wing mirrors. Always the wing mirrors. Okay, the wing mirrors are done. So we got the cabin door step, which is going to be over here. One of these. It's not this one, so it must be this one. Still has a little bit left on it. And then the roller shutter handle, which I thought I had done a pretty good job on cleaning. And there it is. Staying adaptable, completing any job using only the adaptable nozzle. Easy peasy. Nothing to it. So if you're not a fan of switching nozzles around, then you can do it just like that. You saw how easy it was for us. Not that big of a deal to finish it off. Now we can go back to the home base again. So in another one that we have done before, that we're going to go back and just do this part again. We're not going to finish off the job, but there was a job, and people had mentioned this one in the comments before. It was the tea time job. So if we go in here and go to the tea time job, which was here, gonna crouch down, the teapot tea room. So there's a job here in the teapot tea room job. Place a gnome on each seat. So there are 6 gnomes hidden all around the place here. So we're going to take them. We might even clean off the seats for them too. I mean, we'll be nice. We'll clean off the seats. So yeah, there's 6 gnomes somewhere around here. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we'll clean this all off. I mean, we can't have gnomes sitting on dirty seats now. I mean, that's just wrong. So yeah, we'll clean all the seats off. We'll make it all look good for our gnomes. I may not worry about cleaning off the tables. We'll at least clean off the seats. Give them a nice, clean area to sit. And then we'll find all the gnomes and put them all on the clean seats. Because again, we don't want gnomes sitting on dirty seats. That's just wrong. We won't do that to the gnomes. We'll give them a nice, clean spot. All right, there's all that. Okay. Do the same thing here. Okay. And oh, I accidentally changed my, that's not one. Okay. And then we want to change our nozzle. So the nozzle. Yeah. Not the turbo nozzle. I mean, we can go back to the adaptable again. Again, give them just nice, clean seats. Do they need it? No, but it makes us feel better. Or at least pretty darn clean. I don't know if it'll be completely clean, but we're going to try and get it pretty darn clean. We're going the extra mile for our gnome friends. That's what I'm going with here. All right, what do we still got? Oh, this isn't going to take me 10 minutes just to try and make these seats clean. All right, there's one. All this work just to get a frivolous achievement. I mean, this part isn't even part of the achievement. This is just me doing something frivolous. So, yeah, it's all in good fun. There's something from well, not, I guess a role-playing element. I mean, just like a backstory element. Again, you wouldn't want your gnomes sitting in dirt. Well, I guess they kind of do if you put them in a garden or something like that. I guess they might be used to it in that regard. But still, we want to treat them a little bit better than that. For whatever reason. I don't even quite know why. All right, 2 seats down. Go over here to this guy. And eventually it does seem like the soap does dissipate if you don't clean it off fast enough. It will eventually go away, seemingly. Which makes sense. I mean, it would dry, like in reality, it would like dry up and just like, then you'd be left like a big soapy film on things. All right, so this is number 3. I'm hoping that this will get this all clean here. Let's see. What do they still want? It's probably on the underside there. Yeah, it always is. Okay, so again, same thing here. We're just going to go here, just clean off the chairs. Not going to worry about cleaning off the surface or anything like that. Just this part here. And we'll do all these one at a time, then move on, so that way we can maximize the soap on the chairs. As opposed to having it all disappear before we can move on to another chair. Then we got to figure out where all the gnomes are. I'm pretty sure I've seen all of them, but I just don't necessarily remember where they all are. And I think that does this job have a scissor lift? Because if it does, that would be another achievement that we can finish off. But I don't know if we have one on here. If so, we are going to use it, and you'll see why. Because it is part of another thing here. But I can't remember if the Teapot Tea Room had one. We will check. It might be around on the back side of this thing. All right, back to it we go. Seat number 5. Again, just cleaning this all for our own edification is not required for the achievement that we're working on. It's just me being nice for no particularly good reason. Because it has no impact on anything whatsoever. Other than to make me feel better about myself. And is this one good now? Should be. We should be pretty darn close. All right, that's good. One to go. These gnomes better appreciate this. That's all I've got to say. They better appreciate what we're doing for them here. Of course they won't, but, I mean, one can only hope. One can only dare to dream that the gnomes would be very thankful for the treatment that they're getting here. But I doubt that they're even going to notice. Probably not. Okay. Just one more seat to go. And then we can go about the entire task of finding said gnomes, putting them in the chairs, getting an achievement, and knocking another one off the list. There are a total of 40 achievements in the game, at least as of the time of this recording. There are 40 in there. So maybe later on there will be more. But at this point, that's how many we have. Now, there is a scissor lift. Okay, that's perfect. So that means I'm going to be able to do another thing here. So we're going to pick up a gnome. Going to hop right here onto the scissor lift with the gnome. Drop the gnome down. Right there. Go ahead. Hit the scissor lift. So activate the scissor lift. And then lower it. Raise the scissor lift. Going to try and raise it. And that should give us another one. There we go. In any job, fully extend the scissor lift with a gnome on it, because of course that's an achievement. I don't know why, but it is. So now we're going to take these. We're going to just drop them down. So we'll pick you up in a bit. You guys bounce. There's one up here. Okay, so let's pick you up. Drop you down. Yeah, they're resilient. So there's one there, so that's 3. There's one back there, that's 4. And then there was one up near the front for number 5. Oh, and there's one over there. So I think I know where they all are. So yeah, one here. So let's pick you up. You're going to go in this chair. Right over here. So place. Okay. Sit. Very nicely. One over here. You will go over by him. Right over there. Just like that. And sit perfectly. Let's run out here in the distance. Grab this guy. Oh, and we can rotate. That's right. They can be rotated. And then this one is going to go over into this chair. Again, see, look at how happy they are, because they're nice, clean chairs. They don't care. They really don't. But I want to believe that they do. I just want to believe. Just let me believe that they do. All right, number 4. Over here to the other table. Right about there. Okay, cool. Perfect. Got this guy who I dropped off the scissor lift. Gonna rotate him. Okay, how do we get you to where you're okay? Let's see. Place. Okay, let's try it again. You're upside down. That could be a problem. All right, that's perfectly fine. You know what? I'm going to go with it. I'll allow it. I'm fine with it. It's science. Not going to ask. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. You're just the special gnome. There's always got to be one. You are it. And there it is. Without even setting him down, we still got the achievement. Somehow. Don't even know how that happened, but somehow got it without even putting him down. So that's amazing. So all we had to do was hover him over the chair, and it worked. Because I was like trying to put him in the chair, and it's not letting me do it. I don't know why I'm continuing on. So you can just stand on the table. That's fine. Then we're going to shoot you off the table. Because we can. Or going to try and shoot you off the table. It's fine. And again, why you are the way you are, again, we're not going to worry about it. It just is what it is. So let's head back home now that we've finished that up. Will it let me head back home? I think it will. I think I can go back without any problems. I think I can go, yeah, go to home base. because I don't need to keep working on that. And looking at other ones that we've got, I need to apply a skin to a washer. Okay, so that's another one that's on the list here. So if we go back into our washer cosmetics. So we're going to go with this one here, the Prime Vista 2400. Is there another one that we can buy? Let's see. No, those are so can we get another one? Is there the ability to get different ones? I feel like there's got to be something somewhere. Oh yeah, change washer styling. There it is. So the 2400, or is there not? I feel like I'm missing something here. Let's take a look. So yeah, this is the cart. So washer cosmetics. Now, so no, that's equipment, cosmetics, furniture catalog, outfit cosmetics, van cosmetics. So, or maybe do we have to get a different one? I don't know, because there's the 2400. So these are all just defaults. I wonder if there's something, maybe it's on a different one. But I don't know what, because these are like all the different ones that are available. So yeah, if I look at that, I guess I'm gonna have to look into that more and see exactly what I'm missing there. Because yeah, I'm seeing washer cosmetics, and there's nothing that's showing up in terms of so that's outfits. So yeah, masks, overalls, and boots, and gloves, in the vans. But I'm not seeing anything in terms of a different option for any of the ones that we've got. It just all says defaults. So, I guess we'll have to keep on taking a look at that and see what we might be missing there. Let's see, other ones that we've done. So yeah, there's one in the shooting gallery job. There's one in the campsite job. You got to clean. So in the campsite job, you got to clean the lanterns first using only the red nozzle, and then complete any job using only the Prime Vista triple tip nozzle. Do I have the Prime Vista? What is that? I'm trying to think of what that even is. Let's take a look at our equipment. So if we take a look at what we've got, so washer equipment. Prime Vista. Oh, that is it. So the triple tip nozzle. What is that nozzle? Is that on the 3000 maybe? Turbo nozzle, adaptable. Is that on the Prime Vista Pro? Oh, it's on the Prime Vista Pro, so we'd have to go all the way up to that. Okay. So that's a way down the road kind of thing there, is what I'm seeing there. There's one called Maxed Out where we own all the washers and the attachments. Let's see, roller disco, bandstand, funhouse, car and trailer, the theater, the motel, the solar system, the funhouse again. Complete any job using only the Urban X double turbo nozzle, which I'm guessing again is going to be on the professional duty here. Yeah, the double turbo nozzle. I don't think that's available on any of the others. No, does not seem to be. So that's going to be way down the road. So those are some of the ones that we've seen. And it looks like the only ones that we would have to go back and do again, we would need to go back and do the shooting gallery once more, because we have done the shooting gallery. That is, there's the shooting gallery. And then there's also the campsite. So the campsite job. I don't know if it would let me do that. So would it let me? I guess we can go in and take a look. Well, we'll at least look at it and see if it'll let me do this. So we can only use the red nozzle. And we need to clean the lanterns first. So I wonder, we're going to at least look at it and see. So let's see, lanterns. So there are 4 lanterns. That's a lantern. So we're going to go red nozzle only. Just like this. We're going to clean these off. And we're going to see if after we clean all 4 of these, if this is going to qualify for the achievement. I don't know if it will, but we're going to see. Can at least give it a whirl. And again, just trying to clean these off and nothing else. So let's go to the other ones. I don't know if it's going to make us complete the whole job, so that's the only thing that could be a concern here. But we'll at least try. Right, that one's done. We've got 2 left. Somewhere around here. So there's the first one. There's the second one. Okay, this is where it's going to be interesting. Because this is the third one, so we can't clean this entire thing off. I don't know if this entire thing... I think we're fine, because like this entire pit, we'd have to like miss a lot to like clean the pit before we clean the lantern off. So can I hop in here? I can't. Okay, there's that. There's 3 down. Now let's see. Well, let me do the last one. And then will that be enough for the achievement? Can I even find the last? Oh, here it is. All right, this one's going to also be interesting because I can't clean. I just got to clean the lantern and not clean anything off completely other than the lantern. Again, should not be a problem. Really should not be a problem. But we're going to be extra careful with this. Oh, I'm too close. Okay, let's back off a little bit. Yeah, these are the ones where it gets to be a little bit tricky. Just a little bit, because you can only clean off the thing that you're aiming at. Well, obviously, you're always trying to clean off the thing you're aiming at, but you're trying to clean something specific and not the stuff around it. So, like, I don't want to clean the chair. Can I pick the lantern up? I don't think I can. So I've got, and I know the gunk is on the back side of it here. There might just be some on the, oh, there it is. Now, does that work? That does. Perfect. So I don't even have to go and do the rest of the job. Because we cleaned off all the lanterns. We did it first. We did it with only the red nozzle. So there's another one done. Perfect. I like that. It's a nice way to go back and just get some old achievements without actually having to go back and do the whole job. So I'm good with that. So we'll go ahead, head back to the house. So if we go, it was here. So yeah, back to home base. It'd be nice if it kept a list of them somewhere in here. That'd be kind of cool. If like, as you hit achievements, it actually like put them in your home base. It doesn't do that, but it'd be kind of funny if it did, or it'd be kind of fun if it did. Like if it put them all up there on the wall, like as you got more and more achievements, I'd be a fan of that. There's also one here, this guy. So this is kind of funny. Because that was apparently a hidden gnome. I don't know what made that one all that hidden. Didn't seem like it was very well hidden. It was kind of right there. But that was another achievement. I was trying not to say anything about it. Because that was one I was like, where's the gnome? And then I saw it right there behind the door. So we have now taken care of 18 achievements. When we came in with 7. So we got 11 achievements today in the course of 45 minutes. That's pretty cool. So I think we'll definitely kind of keep working on more of these. Like I said, I think there's only one that's on a job that we have not yet finished, or a job that we've already finished that we would have to go back and revisit, and that's the shooting gallery. And then everything after that is achievements going forward. So we will try as we go forward to hit those achievements as we take care of those future jobs. But for now, that's going to be all for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really like this video, I would love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champaign, and we will see you later.